I want to really thank you all for joining me again. I want to thank you for coming back, because this is going to be the sequel of our adventures together. Yes, today is going to be the most glorious.
Kill some bitches! So literally 11 minutes go by before you even see the title screen. The rest is spent with exposition as to what happened in the first film. And it literally tells you step by step, taking you by the hand, everything that happened in the first film. And then they show you the girl from the first film. She's in her own house, and then Jason finds her. And oh, I will mention something about that. I'm going to be quite honest, from myself to Sean Cunningham and Steve Miner, the director of this film, this was the ignition right here. Right here, in my own childhood, when I saw this at the age of 5 and 6 years old. I know I'm not supposed to be watching it at that age, but you know what? It was the only thing that we kids had to see on Channel USA and TNT back then when it was on. We just came across it and we watched it. So anyway, it happened. We saw this and I was like, oh no. I knew who Jason Voorhees was, but then I saw this and I'm like, oh no. Jason's right here in your own suburban backyard neighborhood. Holy shit. What is that? The ignition of imagination that just turns on when you see that. I had never seen Halloween. I saw this first, and that is what set the ignition for me, and I was like, holy shit, a killer that could just walk right into your house. Oh, them fellers, they don't listen to Crazy Ralph. He's pissed off. None of them, they just kind of mosey on about their own way. I just think somebody needs to show them what's fur. I think it's immediately hilarious that this movie starts out with these kids getting their truck towed. Of course, it was all a joke played on them by their prank buddy, lanky-boned friend. I don't know his name, but he's the most weirdest but coolest but weirdest stoner I've ever seen. I mean, look at those shorts. He's literally one of the best parts of this film. And then you have this guy who really, really needs a haircut. I mean, seriously, man. Oh, yes, that's right. Try to make me feel sorry for these characters, because now you have a handicapped guy who might get killed. I'm gonna go cry in a corner now.
Oh, baby, when I'm near you, I get these urges.
So this guy's pretty much pelting this chick's ass with rocks, and I'm not even going to mention how creepy he looks in those bushes right there. I mean, everybody's pretty much doing their stupid, goofy sexual activities and flirting with each other and just the things that they do before they are ultimately preparing to die. Oh, look at this, you guys. It's Steve Christie and the lone survivor girl all over again. So, this girl's car pops. Yeah, that crazy Ralph, he came back, he said that there was a car that was trying to shit. That's right. Yes, he said it was constipated and it was just tooting right along.
Few have seen him and lived.
So let's get straight to the point here, you guys. Jason Voorhees has returned. He's back, and I hope the developers to the Friday the 13th, the game, Ilphonic and Gun Media are listening, because I want to see this place in the game right here. This is Jason's house, deep in the woods, basically. This has to be the most frightening place you can go. And this man has the balls to do it. Meanwhile, in between everybody dying at some point, the lone survivor girl decides to empathize with Jason Voorhees, having heard his story of him drowning in his mother, dying, and maybe he's still alive, and the girl just thinks too much, man. She just thinks too damn much. I knew it, you bastards! This next part is absolutely fabulous, and I have no idea why they left it in the film. It's completely pointless, but it's hilarious if you look at it. Let's take a peek.
Excuse me, are there any after hours places around here?
Sure are.
So poor Jason's trying to pretend he's a ghost while playing hide and seek, but this girl's not having any of it. Of course, I wouldn't have any of it either if somebody slashed my leg when I'm just trying to play a freaking game of hide and seek. So the new Steve Christie and Jason end up getting into this huge fight, you guys. And if he had won that fight, then Amy Steele wouldn't have to make all these weird faces.
Scary pillow face at the car window. Check. Frightening pitchfork stabbed through the top of the car. Check. Frightening hand.
So Amy Steele finally makes it into Jason's house, you guys, and she finds his mother's head. So now she gets excited, because now she gets to fulfill her recently newfound fetish to talk and empathize with Jason Voorhees. How nice! She's literally his biggest fan. So Amy Steele tries to use her newfound power of empathization to tell Jason a bedtime story. But it turns out that nobody can tell a story quite like Jason's mother. Jason realizes this travesty and is quick to show Amy his displeasure. Somehow, the new Steve Christie and Amy Steele escape, but Amy Steele gets very paranoid and she starts making some of her weird faces again. So the new Steve Christie goes and checks the door, and what is it? It's Little McSnoots, the cutest puppy dog in the world. The most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
If you like the video, make sure you subscribe and slash that like button.